New Atto 3 is a massive update over the current model, even though it may not look like much. Instead of cosmetic upgrades, BYD has upgraded two crucial attributes, its power and its charging speed. Power has gone up by an impressive 53% to a respectable 230 kilowatt now. The charging speed has gone up by a good 70% as well, now reaching 150 kilowatt. One bad news though is that the kerb weight has increased to almost 1900 kilograms. Nevertheless, the pricing is expected to increase by $5,000, that is 45,000 Australian. But bear in mind, the BYD Seal having the exact same electric motor costs 59,000. That's a $14,000 drop from BYD for a product capable of a sub-6 second 0 to 100. Whether BYD like it or not, this upcoming Atto 3 is bound to cannibalize a good chunk of sales from their own Sealion 7 EV. However, never ever forget that you can get a Ferrari-killing acceleration under 35,000 in the market. Watch on if you don't believe it. If you are a smart guy who thinks that spending more than $35,000 on any car is a stupid idea, you are absolutely right. Because today, a Tesla Model 3 Performance is available for a mouth-watering 35,000 in the used car market. But that's not all. A 2-year-old MG4X Power is also available for the same price. It will be a tad bit slower than the Model 3 Performance in terms of acceleration. But the Tesla that you will find at this price will at least be 5 years old. Plus, it will have at least 150,000 kilometers on the odometer, while the X-Power can be found with just 40,000 kilometers on the clock. Now coming to the question of whether any petrol-powered alternatives can be found with similar performance in the used car market, then the answer is no. However, something slightly slower can certainly be found. The German hot hatches, namely the Audi RS3, Mercedes I-Class and the BMW 1 Series, all had their flagship versions capable of pulling a sub-5 second sprint to 100 kph some 10 years ago. Now they are all available for less than 20,000 except for the Audi RS3. But then, the Volkswagen Group can be forgiven for it as their Golf R takes its place on the roster. Our favourites are the Beamers. The M135i is available for as low as $16,000 with a delicious inline-6 turbo petrol mated to the ZF8 speed automatic and rear-wheel drive. To be honest, it doesn't make any sense to shell out an extra 20,000 for the EVs up there. If you want an even better driving experience, then you can get the 2 Series with the limited slip differential. It is about 8,000 more expensive, but is beyond doubt the most effervescent alternative among this bunch. If you want something with all-wheel drive, you have 2 choices: the Mercedes i45 AMG or the Golf R. The Golf R has a more livable and yet also the more entertaining suspension setup, while the Merc is objectively more capable. If you insist on X-Power equaling acceleration, then the option of a Stage 1 Ray map also exists. For example, the Golf R, with a reliable Stage 1 Ray map from Revo, can crack the ton in 4 seconds flat. Not bad for a car that is available for 17,000, right? If you insist on a brand new vehicle in this price range, then the i20N is your best option. It is painfully slow compared to the used options though. Plus, it is only available with a manual gearbox. If you want an automatic, then the Swift Sport is your best bet. Else, you can stretch your budget to 41,000 and go for a Polo GTI. Can't really imagine who in their right minds would go for such slow and expensive front-wheel drive appliances. Especially when those entertaining Beamers are thankfully still available for those who know where to find them.